Yeah.
Life's not easy. Life's hard.
Life's hard,
Yeah,
and
life's
everyone's
not
going
easy,
through
dog.
stuff.
Life's not easy.
And
Trust me.
and the thing is, even with what you're saying, everyone's been through some form of, whether it's parent beef, this, that, like all different types of different things. So it's like everyone can relate to something. But I think with the lifestyle and how things have been, everyone wants to pretend like everything's dope.
Yeah.
And that's the problem why possibly people suffer with the trauma and everything, because they're not willing to face the actual facts of, right, this is what it is, or even speak about it. Do you get what I
You'll
mean?
end up alone with your thoughts at some point.
This
You're
is
gonna have
it.
to face it. Because what it is, like, there's no chemicals. As I said before, there's no chemical solution to a spiritual problem. So when you're having a drink, you're trying to escape, but it's your spirit. That's where the problem is.
Yeah.
So when it stops, you're alone with the thoughts and alone with this. But what you've done there, I'm telling you, bro, like, someone's gonna relate to your exact story. A lot of people relate to your exact story. A lot of people might relate to your exact story or mine. But we have to vocalize it and make it clear and stand for it. Now, you said in your thing as well, you said that the people inside them buildings convinced another kid. Talk to me about that.
So I think with my situation, now that I've got older, I could be wrong, but I feel like when someone's got something a bit off about them. You know what I mean? And I feel like artists as a whole, you can look at an artist and say, there's something a bit off about you. You get what I mean? And I'm quite vocal anyway, like I'm a sharer. So when I was in them buildings, I feel like it was clear to see I'm probably not in the right headspace.
Yeah.
So like I'm blasé about everything. Like the house could have been burning like there, like whilst I first signed, and I wouldn't notice. Like I didn't even notice that I had eye problems until after the trauma. After I remembered the trauma, then I was like, fuck, I need to get glasses.
yeah.
So then basically I was getting managed by someone in the building, and again, I think a lot of this started probably when COVID started, and then it's like, I think I was probably at my most insecure now, because I'm like, you lot have slowed me down, I've slowed myself down, and it's just, I just want out of this. I just want like out of this, or just trust me to be me, innit? And then I found out my manager was working at the label, so I was like, that's a big conflict of interest. So I don't even know how you're representing me, because anything you're saying, like you could be trying to save face. And it's like the label had an impression of me that I'm very difficult, and I would always say like, yo, maybe I can be a bit difficult because it's your art, innit? But at the same time, I don't know what that person is relating on my behalf.
Yeah.
So then it's like, what's happened is like, it's got to the end of my deal, and then, or the end of the first part of my deal, and then they didn't want to pay for the follow-up advance. They were like, yo, we want to we want to carry on with you, but we want to pay 100 grand less. And I was like, that's violating the contract. Why don't you just let me go? And it's like, nah, but I own you. And I was like, what? I was like, what's going on here? And I like recorded that conversation. And then
Hold on, literally they said, I own you.
literally, I was like, I feel uncomfortable with you saying this, innit?
Who said that? The label guy?
Or the manager.
Or the
One of
manager?
them, yeah.
One of the, you don't have to say the name. Don't have to say the name, but someone in the building. I just wanted to know. No, I wanted to know if it was
Not my
not the
manager,
manager,
but someone in
the building, who your manager also works for more indirectly.
Yeah, and then
So I get it.
the manager that worked with the label was,
own you, yeah.
was like, yeah, man, you should just take that deal. I said, yo, I know how much I've made this label, right? I know how much I've made this label. I'm not taking that deal. That don't make sense. And they're like, yeah, well, we're not sure where this is gonna go. So I was like, let me go then. I was like, I know where this is gonna go. Let me go.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, but we really liked working with Harley Caprio. Like, I was like, not that much.
Yeah. And on top of it, they were stopping you from bringing out releasing music.
Yeah.
That's what they'll do. That's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're not letting the story progress, innit? Like not every song am I trying to hit here. Let me just carry on my story. And then, bro, Drake don't drop Hotline Bling every day. That's his biggest song. But he's not trying to drop that every day. I was like, you lot want me to like have a career that's huge, or you say you want me to have a career that's huge, and you're not letting me express myself. So then what's happened is, again, this is my negligence of where I was at the time or how I was at the time, my manager was the person that connected me to my lawyer.
No, it's just yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
So-
Now you're in the
House.
spider web now,
yeah. So I'm like telling my lawyer, yo, like I want to leave, like, and he's just like, oh well, mate, you know, like this is a tough situation, but yeah, you should be able to leave. I'm like, but you're not acting on it because wow, how can they keep me and offer me less? That's them violating the contract.
Yeah.
And then so then what happened one day, I just sat to all of them. I got a new lawyer, and I got a new manager, and even actually I had a manager that was a friend saying, nah, you're not getting out of this situation. I was like, bruv, how can everyone try and wrong me right now, and then I'm just meant to be a victim of this right now? And then I felt like in my heart was saying, you're not getting further with these people. The day I sat to my brethren, the next day I got everything that I wanted. Like I got a deal that was like 4 times more.
Come on.
And I was just like, bruh, like I thought you niggas said I weren't getting that. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? And then it was like a 50-50 deal and everything. And the manager that had been like working with the label and saying I should take 100 less, he was like, look, mate, like, you know, like, look how things work out. You got like 4 times more. This is wicked. And I was like, bro, like, I was like, no shame, you know? You get me? And it's like, these man, I'm just like, wow, like, you lot really tried to get me whilst I was weak. And during that period, I was venting to them. I was like, no, I'm not in the best place, man.
And they took advantage.
Yeah,
so that leads me to the question I was going to ask you. Because for one, you're saying they're taking advantage there anyway. I ask you personally, I'm not going to make a judgment call. Do you think they care about you? Do you think them labels care about you as a...
Of course not. I don't think so.
Did you, when you first went through the doors, did you feel like, you're young, did you feel like they had you're green to it? Did you feel like they had your best interests at
The
heart?
team that I had, I think, liked me.
They
Like,
liked you?
yeah, they liked me. Or they liked what I could do. But by the time that I've done Best Life, most of the team is gone.
Yeah.
So then it's like no one's in the building actually representing me. And like even the person that told me my manager was working for the label was like, oh, don't say that, I said that. And I was just like, bro, so what? You lot are trying to keep this a secret from me?
Because realistically speaking, you're just a product for now to them. That let's call it how it is. The labels, they'll grab you, like you said, they'll take you. They'll squeeze all the juice out of you. They'll get everything they can out of you, get them money's worth. And then if you're not making their money or you're not giving them that next hit that they want, yeah, you're more or less old news. Like, let's start looking for the next one, and so on and so forth.
Totally blame them though.
Say again?
I think they're just insecure. I think they're just insecure themselves.